live now. Okay, now it says you're live. So maybe now something should change.
Mm.
There we go. Now it says you're live.
There we go. Yep, now you're live.
Okay. Something should. All right, so let me mute myself over there
Mhm.
and just look at one screen. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Well,
You can
let me
you can minimize the YouTube screen, and just to let you know what you're going to have to end up doing later is to upload the video, because right now in terms of the streaming it is only capturing um it's only capturing from this point forward at YouTube.
Okay. And the Zoom is also recording to the cloud. So at
Zoom
the
is
end of
recording
the
to the
meeting, I want
cloud
to make sure.
for
Yeah.
just this reason.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'm
So
sorry, everybody. Thank you. And I
no
think you guys
worries.
were on the vice chair election, correct?
Vice chair.
Oh,
Yes.
and just for anybody out in out in streaming land, my name's Diane Jacoby. I'm the school governance liaison. I'm here to support. There were technical difficulties from Garden Hills. They will upload the entire meeting afterwards. We will make sure that that happens. But to catch you up, they did have quorum. They approved their agenda. They appointed, they filled a vacancy with Miss Elizabeth Mayers. They filled a community seat with John Coop, Coopage, I believe.
Coppage.
Coppage, John
Thank you.
Coppage. And they filled the swing seat with Miss Katie Carlson. They have looked, they are now electing officers, and they elected Miss Moore as the chair, and they are now moving on to the vice chair. So just to catch everybody up. Thank you all
And
for your patience. Really appreciate it.
thank you, Diane, for being here and in that summary. Right now we are in the sole nominee for vice chair, Miss Jocelyn Kennedy. And did we vote? Have we voted yet?
Yes,
Yes.
it was
And
unanimous.
congratulations, Ms. Kennedy. You will now serve
Thank
as the
you.
Go Team Vice Chair for this school year.
Thank you.
All right. Now we will elect the Go Team Secretary. As a reminder, the responsibilities of the Secretary include, but not limited to, posting Go Team documents, agendas, summaries, and minutes to the website, taking minutes at Go Team meetings, ensuring the Go Team is in compliance with Georgia open meeting laws. I will now open the floor to receive secretary nominations.
And am I correct? People can nominate themselves
That is
if they
correct.
want to do it. Okay.
Any nominations?
I nominate myself, Taylor Hill.
Okay. Any additional nominations? Would any nominees like to decline their nomination? If there are no further nominations, I will close the floor. We will begin the process. We will begin the confirmation process. We have Taylor Hill. We have one person being considered for the secretary seat. The nomination for secretary is Taylor Hill. At this time, I will offer Ms. Hill the opportunity to explain why they are the best candidate for position. Other Go Team members may ask the nominee questions before voting.
I feel I would be good for the position because I am a parent of two daughters now at Garden Hills. My background and experience justifies the position, and I feel that I can contribute a lot of inside perspective and assistance when needed.
Thank you. Please raise your hand to vote for your choice of secretary for the Go Team. Any abstentions? Please say abstain or raise your hand. Congratulations, Ms. Hill. You will serve as the GO Team Secretary for this school year. Now we will elect the GO Team's cluster representative. Cluster representatives may also hold an officer position, chair, vice chair, or secretary. As a reminder, the responsibility of the cluster representative include, but not limited to, attending all cluster advisory team or CAT meetings, approximately 3 per year, reporting back to the GO Team on the CAT meetings. I will now open the floor to receive cluster representative nominations.
Nominate Jean again. I do.
But you don't want to do it again, Joycelyn?
I wish we could do it together. Mm.
I think I just
I
nominated each other. Did y'all just nominate each other?
Well, slightly. Joycelyn did it last year, and I thought you liked it, so I wouldn't take that from you if you want to do it again.
David, I feel like there's so much important stuff coming up, and I don't want to miss anything and disappoint.
So who's the nomination?
I will do it if nobody else is willing.
All right. So the official nomination is for Ms. Moore. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. If there are no further nominations, I will close the floor. We will begin the confirmation process. We have one person being considered for the cluster representative seat. The nomination for cluster representative is Ms. Moore. At this time, I will offer Ms. Moore, the nominee, an opportunity to explain why they are the best candidate for this position. Other GO Team members may ask the nominee questions before voting.
I am happy to be the representative as I often attend most meetings I possibly can. So I do like to be well informed and know what's going on and advocate for our community. So I will attend those meetings and report back.
Thank you, ma'am. Please raise your hand and vote for your choice for cluster representative for the GO Team. Any abstentions? Please say abstain or raise your hand. Congratulations, Ms. Moore. You will serve as the GO Team cluster representative for this school year. Uh-oh. We will now move to the next item of business in reviewing and confirming our GO Team's public comment protocol. Public comment opportunities are available for GO Teams to hear from interested members of the community from Section 3.4 of the GO Team Handbook. Opportunities for public comment shall be provided at least 4 times a fiscal year and noted on the GO Team's webpage and meeting agenda. GO Team members will not provide responses or engage in direct conversation during public comment. Each GO Team will determine a consistent method for receiving public comments and for parents and other citizens to sign up to address the team. At least 20 minutes of the time will be allotted for the public to make comments at the meetings where public comment is permitted. And the public will receive at least 2 business days notice of the public comment protocol. Some tips from the public comment protocol. The GO Team is not required to schedule time for public comment at every meeting. Public comment should not be scheduled for major action items that need the GO Team vote and will require public input and need public buy-in. Consider the schedule of the school community for those meetings that allow for public comment in order to give your community the chance to participate. Set specific time for your public comment period. For example, you should allot 20 minutes of the agenda for public comment and allow each member of the public to have 2 minutes to speak during that segment. At the end of the public comment period, the chair should close the public comment and move to the next agenda item. Post a clear process of how individuals sign up or indicate they wish to speak. Go team members should not respond during the public comment period. The public comment period is designed to gain input from the public, not for the immediate response of the Go team to the public comment presented. The Go team should listen attentively to all comments and take the summation of the comments into consideration when making decisions. Remind the public that the scheduled public comment period on the agenda is not the only means of providing input. The Go team should encourage the public to contact them via APS email addresses. Emails sent to the Go team members about school concerns are considered public comment. If there are urgent matters that need the Go team's attention, the school can organize information sessions, or the Go team can schedule separate public comment meetings to gather that information from stakeholders. Please take a moment to review our public comment protocol and information. Are there any recommendations for updates or changes to the public protocol process?
Principal Edwards, can you please either share the public comment protocol from last year, if the Go team members would like to see it, or the PowerPoint? I think that would be helpful.
All right, hold on. Was I sharing my screen the whole time, or was I just talking?
Just talking.
Oh, wow.
It turned off when you had to fix
Oh, I went to the YouTube. Okay, okay.
If you'd like, Principal Edwards, I can share what last year's looked like while the team
Yes, if you
discusses.
have it handy,
I
that
have
would
it
be
handy.
awesome.
So this is what the team had last year, just so you all know. And the team is under no obligation to keep it exactly like this. What the requirements are is that you must have public comment at least 4 of your business meetings. And each time you offer public comment, you must allow a minimum of 20 minutes for the public to provide comment. So in this case, if you read this, you're giving each speaker 2 minutes, so that means that you would have about 10 people. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I have a motion to adopt the public comment protocol?
I motion to approve.
A second?
I second.
All in favor, please say A or raise your hand.
The team can also discuss if they want any changes, but if you all are good with it, I'm good with it. I just want to make sure that all voices are heard.
All opposed, please say nay or raise your hand. Any abstentions, please say abstain or raise your hand. All right. Adhering to the agenda. Let me go back to sharing. Okay, you guys should see public comment, right?
Yes.
Okay. Adhering to the agenda, we will now discuss the meeting calendar for this school year. As a reminder, our Go team is required to have at least 6 business meetings this school year. 4 of the meetings must permit time for public comment. Meetings cannot be held during the instructional school day. Meetings must be live streamed and recorded. And meeting locations for hybrid meetings must be places which can accommodate the public. May I have suggestions, recommendations for meeting dates and times? So I thought that last year we did Mondays, but I was corrected that Tuesdays at 5 was the most common time for meetings. So that was just something that was brought to my attention. And Tuesday at 5 work for me, or Monday at 5, doesn't matter.
I'll be teaching a class from 4 until 7, and then I'll be in class from 7:15 to 9:45 on Tuesday.
So Mondays will work better for you?
Yes, any day but Tuesday.
Any day but Tuesday. Okay.
I think Mondays work well.
Mondays?
Mondays
Yes, Mondays
for me.
work best.
Okay. All right. All right, so Mondays first. So the Go team must schedule at least 6 business meetings at this time. And on the screen, you should see the meeting at a glance. 3 of these meetings is for the budget process. The first in late January to early February to review budget allocation. The second in early to mid-February for a draft budget presentation and feedback. And the third in early March for budget approval. So if we're looking at Mondays, do we want to be kind of consistent? And maybe since this is the 25th, is there like a 4th Monday thing, or just to kind of know what to expect?
I
Yes.
think that makes sense.
So I have
September
the school calendar.
22nd.
September 22nd,
October 27.
October 27th.
November is going to be Thanksgiving.
Right, that 24th, I think I have to work, but everybody else is off. I don't think we want to do
Maybe
that.
just meet one time in November, December.
I think that's what we did last year.
So do you
So
want to
we do
just,
like,
well, we can't do the 22nd of December because that's also Christmas break or winter break.
Maybe
or should we
just
do
do
December
December
2nd?
1st,
Yeah,
right?
We'll do December 1st.
sounds good.
And then January 26th.
Would that count as late January and early February, or is those 2 separate meetings?
Let's see.
Last year, they were 2 separate meetings. They were pretty close back to back.
Okay.
So do you want to move February meeting up to the 16th or 9th?
I would say the
Oh.
9th, I think, if it's early February.
Just be kind of we'll have to be flexible with that one because sometimes budgets come in and out and the timeline may shift a little bit. So we can put February 9th on the books, okay? February 9th, and then early March. So it looks like we're creeping up a little earlier now.
I would do March 9th to be a month
March
later.
9th. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are 6 meetings that we have, business meetings. And do we want to go ahead and, well, we do have to designate which ones we'll offer for public comment. So just to recap, everybody, we have September 22nd, October 27th, December 1st, January 26th, February 9th, and March 9th.
Mhm.
And 4 of these 6, we have to allow for public comment.
From last year, we just allowed it at every meeting as it was never too long or that much.
Okay.
But we don't have to continue that. That was just what we chose last year.
You know, one of the things that I liked in the past was for that January 26th one, not to be public comment. That way we can kind of get some in-house stuff cleaned up.
Yeah, that was a longer one too.
Okay. So we'll allow public comment for all of them except for January 26th. Is that correct?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Do we need to do a formal vote?
Let me go back to my script.
You do have to do a formal
Now,
vote.
yep.
I motion to approve these calendar dates.
Yeah. Now that we have determined our calendar, may I have a motion to approve the calendar?
I motion to approve.
A second.
A second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. All opposed, please raise your hand. Any extensions, please raise your hand. Okay, team, please enter those dates on your personal calendar so you don't forget. Now we'll determine our Go Team meeting norms. We'll begin by reviewing the initial Go Team meeting norms. This is a meeting of the Go Team. Only members of the Go Team may participate in the discussion. Any members of the public present are here to quietly observe. We will be fully present. We will follow the agenda as noticed in public and stay on task. We will be respectful of each other at all times. We will be open-minded. We will invite and welcome contributions of every member and listen to each other. We will respect all ideas and assume good intentions. We will approach differences of opinion with curiosity. Does anyone have any changes to these norms? May I have a motion to adopt these norms for our Go Team?
I motion to adopt.
A second?
I second.
All in favor, please say A or raise your hand. All opposed, please say nay or raise your hand. Any abstentions? Please say abstain or raise your hand. We will now move to the discussion items on the agenda. Next, we're going to discuss stakeholder engagement. As a charter system, the decisions of the Go Team shapes our school's future, and the best decisions come from hearing from diverse voices within our school community. When we bring families, students, staff, and community into the work, not just into the audience, we get stronger ideas, better outcomes, and a shared vision we can all stand behind. Here's the challenge. We're going to look at 4 groups: families, students, staff, and community. From each one, we'll answer 3 questions. Inform. What is a fun or unexpected way for them to be kept in the loop. Input. What's a meaningful way to get their ideas or feedback? Invite. How do we bring them into the work, not just the audience? Let's get creative, get specific, and push past the usual answers. One thing that just coming from my background, we're pushing a start, I think September, is some form of a student government. Obviously, in the elementary school, it's not SGA, but Miss Patton, our social worker, and Miss Joseph, our fifth grade teacher, has taken that lead on. So I think that's one way, we can have those representatives in fourth and fifth grade bring the voice of their homerooms to the meetings so they can, so their voice can be heard. So that's one thing that's already in the loop that we got started.
Another thing would be the Grizzly TV. We selected the announcement anchors and camera crew, and the students are designing all the slides. So I think that's one way to keep the students in the loop.
I also agree with that. My daughter's actually really excited about that and being a part of that. So I think getting them engaged and getting them excited about opportunities to tap into their potential and find something that can excite them would be something we can kind of grow on.
I think we'll just continue also just to engage in our community in general through Seesaw. That's a very important tool for us. So even though it'll be public on the post on our website, our dates and times, but just sending out a constant reminder leading up to those dates to make sure that people can join and be a part of it.
Yes, and I think the PTA, they also have the Grizzly Bear Gazette that goes out weekly with all of the school news.
Any additional ideas? All right. Well, thank you. Oh, I guess I should have. So, secretary, you got homework.
I already have it on the thing, so we're good.
You good? Okay, then. Thank you. So we'll now move to information items, and this is our first principals update, where I'll just kind of share what's going on. So we've had a fantastic start to the school year. We're kind of looking at some previous data, the later data from last year. We are moving right along. It looks pretty good. There's some bright spots. There's also some opportunities for growth. Once those numbers become public, we'll definitely go more in depth in future Go Team meetings. But one thing that was shared during the last principals meeting last Tuesday or last Wednesday was that our fourth grade math scores in terms of growth was the fifth highest in the state. So that is definitely worth a round of applause for the work that team put in last year. There's somebody on here who deserves some kudos, who's a part of that team. I'm not going to say anybody's name. Maybe they'll come off mute and identify themselves. She's smiling pretty hard, Miss Carlson. Anyway.
Thank you for that recognition. That's really awesome to hear.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Also, as you know, that we do have our personal electronic device. This is one of those things that was, as a school, we were kind of, as a district, we were ahead of the game because we always had the policy about cell phones not being seen or heard. Most recently, the state came through with a law saying that K through 8 not to have it. But I think also our high schools are actually starting to move in that direction now. So bottom line is make sure your any kind of personal electronic device That includes smartwatches, the glasses, phones, obviously, so on and so forth, not seen or heard, put away during the school day. And so I think the law allows us, a year to get into compliance. But like I said, our policy has been on the books for a very long time. And so now we just got to adhere to those things. Next on our agenda, we would like to welcome our representative to the Long Range Comprehensive Facility Master Plan Task Force. That's a mouthful. As many of you know, this task force plays a key role in shaping the future of our district facilities, ensuring they are aligned with projected enrollment, instructional needs, safety standards, and long-term community use. Over the summer, the task force has been hard at work reviewing data, exploring options, and engaging in important planning conversations. Ms. Moore will share an update on what's been going on so far, any key decisions or recommendations that have been made, and what's ahead, including opportunities for the public to provide input.
Yes, like I said, I will attend most meetings that I can. So I've been attending these task force meetings. They have a lot of information, and all of it can be found online under the facilities page. And it really goes deep into the numbers of population and school funding and all these things. But the biggest thing is that in the short term, upcoming years, they're trying to streamline facilities process. So as you probably are aware, they're talking about merging some of the dual campuses. North Atlanta actually has the largest amount of dual campuses. And so that is the part that impacts us the most. They're not necessarily just projecting that they'll just push the two schools into one, because space-wise that won't necessarily work, but they have released different scenarios, and there is a video presentation on that on the APS facilities website, which I do highly recommend you watch. Especially the first 7-8 minutes applies to the North Atlanta cluster specifically. And it talks about different scenarios of if we were to get these campuses merged together, how we would do that, what they are presenting. And at this point, they really are looking for community feedback. They have put out a new survey, so that has lots of opportunity to provide feedback as well. And they have all the different scenarios laid out. And so there are going to be some community meetings about it. There was one this morning via Zoom. There's one going on right now, I think, in person downtown. But there is one for our cluster this Thursday, 6 o'clock at Sutton 7/8 building. So I do encourage people to attend that, because that will be more focused on our cluster related questions and the process of what this looks like. But this is definitely, though they've talked a lot about the long term and 2040, this is their short term plans of where they're looking to streamline the facilities with funding, with administration teams, and with creating new opportunities for those buildings that they are repurposing. And so they are looking for feedback and information on all of that. I don't have all the answers, but if you do have any questions, I'm happy to answer what I do know at this moment.
Does anybody have any questions?
And that website is up and active with all this information, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I've been on it actually every day since Friday when they uploaded it. So there's a video on the site. There is a survey. there is their purpose of why they're doing it. The video is only 15 minutes long total, but you can go back as far as like the May meeting where they really dove deep into the numbers. I wouldn't look at it on a phone or even an iPad. Like, it's lots of data. Look at it on a big screen. But if you do like data, it is very intriguing and interesting to kind of dig into.
I did put the link in the chat for
Thank
y'all.
you.
You're welcome. And I will tell you that page is getting updated all the time.
Yeah.
So
I was told during one of our meetings that, if you attend one, you attend them all. Obviously when people, have a comment, the conversation can go different ways, but essentially they're trying to structure the conversations to be like identical.
Yes, the presentation is definitely going to be identical. It's maybe the public comment feedback section that might be more attuned to our area on Thursday, but
Right.
not necessarily even.
Yeah, especially, I didn't know if you said it explicitly, but North Atlanta's turn, our area will be Thursday
Yes,
at Sutton,
7/8 campus, correct.
7-8 campus, which is like you just said, our cluster is probably affected the most in terms of unifying the campuses. We have several split campuses. So
Yeah, and they are definitely looking like in South Atlanta. They're not just looking at the dual campuses. They're looking at underpopulated schools too, because they no longer receiving small school funds that they previously received. So some of the underpopulated schools, they're looking to merge those with another elementary school and repurpose the vacant building for a different use. And some of the uses they've talked about is like community centers or pre-K centers for that area. So even though like we do have the most dual campuses, this is a full district strategy, and they are merging a lot of schools in the other clusters.
absolutely. Just to let you know, Garden Hills was not mentioned anywhere on the plan. So we do have a healthy enrollment, specifically when you factor in our pre-K team. We have a very healthy enrollment. I think the number that they use for elementary is 500, and including pre-K, we're right at 480 this year. So we have a very healthy population.
Yeah, Garden Hills is not named in it, but Sutton would be where our kids
Yes.
transition to.
And where they will go. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
our fifth graders will go. And also, I think they talked about some possible, we butt up against Washington cluster. And I think indirectly there's some things that they were talking about with that cluster that it may affect us in some way.
Yes, but at the last task force meeting, they did say they are not redrawing district lines, cluster lines at this moment. They are
Right.
only looking at lines within the cluster. So even if we bump up to a different cluster, they said at this point in the phase, which of course this could definitely change, they
Mhm.
said they were not looking at redrawing cluster lines.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Ms. Moore.
Yep.
A report was presented to the board on August 11th meeting, and the options became a public during the week of the 18th. There are several upcoming public meetings where you can learn more and share your thoughts. The next public meeting is scheduled for today, right now, then October 20th, and then November 10th. On each date, there will be a virtual meeting at noon and an in-person meeting at the central office at 6 p.m. I strongly encourage you to attend these meetings. This is a critical time for public input, and your voice is essential. We will now hear about any additional items. Any announcements? All right. Before we move on, I want to highlight an important upcoming event, the G3 Summit on Saturday, November 17th. We need as many Go Team members as possible to attend. This is a critical opportunity to come together in person and shape the future of our schools. Strategic planning for the 2025-2030 is underway, and your voices, ideas, and leadership are essential. You'll be learning about your school's new strategic plan, best practices for stakeholder engagement, and how to work connections to APS 4 2040, plus much more. Please save the date and plan to attend. Come ready to collaborate, contribute, and create for a future together. More information will be coming soon. Go Team member orientation. The Go Team office would like to remind all Go Team members they are required to complete orientation within 1 year of joining the team and must be renewed every 4 years. Failure to complete the orientation training will result in removal from the Go Team. Please contact them if you have any questions. We have now reached the end of our agenda. Is there any additional business at this time? May I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I motion to adjourn.
A second?
A second.
Second.
All in favor, please say A or raise your hand. All opposed, please say nay or raise your hand. Any abstentions? Please say abstain or raise your hand. Thank you, everyone. The meeting is now adjourned at 6:25 p.m. Great job, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
evening, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Principal Edwards, you can stop streaming if you'd like.
Right. I got 1,000
1,000 windows open.
yeah,
I know how that goes.
you're probably like in multiple.
Mhm.
It's true. All right.